Variables, right? So we're going to get this. This thing's obviously shooting all over the place, but we want to have some form of way of doing ammo. So as you can see over here on the left, there's one called variables. This is we're going to make a variable. Now we can do it for all sprites or this sprite only, which means we can do it for the ball only. The issue is that if we wanted to say pick up some form of ammo or something later, this wouldn't work because we can't say here's an ammo box and then I want to pick it up and affect the ammo which is stuck to the ball. So I'll leave it for all sprites only. That's basically a safe default. It's not the best practice, but when you're learning, all good. Lift and out for all sprites. What happened? Oops, make us oh yeah, might need to put a name. So ammo or ammo, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're going to say ammo. Now this is not going to make it behave like ammo. This is just a word. Oh, it's not doing the thing next to it there. It's frustrating. Right. So this is an issue that can arise sometimes is when you the variables do not show up. Don't know why, but they don't. So I'm going to go File, Save to my computer because I'm not installed. It's right there. I'm going to go File, Load from my computer. And that's the project right there. Open. Yes, I want to open it up. Oh, look, there's ammo. It's right in there. Fixed it. So we can have ammo show up. Now, I want to do the ammo really more to do with the ball. And I might want to change this ball to, say, bullet. Right. So I'm going to say set at the start, set ammo to, just say like we'll say 10 just for testing purposes. Then we can change the number. So when we hit start, now we start with 10 bullets. And then when we shoot, nothing happens because we haven't done anything else. Right. So I want to say if we shoot, we want to change ammo by -1 because we're losing ammo. If that makes sense. So now if it start and shoot, the bullets go down. It goes into negatives. So we basically say, if you run out of bullets, no more shooting for you. Righto. So I'm just going to put that down there and we'll zoom out a wee bit. Right. So we want to say, if space key pressed and we have some bullets or some ammo, then allow the shoot to happen. So we go operators and say and. Right. And ammo is greater than. So we just talk from left to right. I always put my variable on the left. If space key pressed and ammo is greater than 0, so it's got 1 or more, allow a shoot. No more bullets, no more shooting. Obviously we can adjust this. But there you go. But the problem is we're going to run out of bullets. So let's make something, a basic thing here that's basically is just going to have our ammo tick up. So just find ourselves a little bit of space. We're going to say another green flag clicked. Oops. Why? Because we want this running separate from this. Because this we want to control. When I press space bar, I don't want anything being delayed. So we can have 2 green flag clicks running at the same time. I'll say forever. Wait 1 second. And then under ammo, I'm going to say change ammo by 1. Or I can say by 5. So every 5 seconds it goes up. Obviously I'm using it. It's going down, but it's also going up. So that works. I could also say in here if I wish, I could say if the ammo is greater than 100, just don't go more than 100, like max capacity, right? So if, same one, ammo is greater than 100, I'm just going to say set ammo to 100. I could say if ammo is less than 100, set it to, but then obviously if it's 99, it's going to want to set it to 104 and blah, blah, blah. So this is a nice, clean, easy way. See, it's doing nothing. Right. So we've got ammo going. Now we need to shoot something. So I like to shoot Wanda. So who's Wanda? If we go into the looks and I look up Wanda. This is Wanda. Wanda is a grandma that has no real good. It's just too rough when she pants, and she's just too. She won't give the cat in a personal space, and it's just like no, meow, and it wants to shoot Wanda. So in order to do this, we want to do a few things. So we want to make Wanda look a little dead. So under costumes, we're going to right mouse click and duplicate. So we've got this is healthy Wanda, this is dead Wanda. So say Wanda good, Wanda dead. Right. So the names aren't super important, but obviously in the drop downs when we're choosing things, it's helpful. So we want to convert this to a bitmap so we can use things like the rubber. Because at the moment, if we try and use the rubber and rubber hole out, oh, it's working. Okay, great, fine. Paintbrush. If it's working here like this as well. Right. It seems to work pretty just fine like that. So okay, so we're going to blow a hole, but you know, obviously, as you head your stomach blowing out, you start bleeding all over the place. Yeah, is the technical term. So the idea is that Wanda's going to start here. I'm going to shoot, and as I shoot that, Wanda's going to go like that. So code. Now we want to say get Wanda's. We're going to say events when green flag clicked. Control forever. We're going to say under looks, switch to costume Wanda, healthy, good. And then I'll say if you get touched by the bullet, sensing touching mouse pointer, which is going to become bullet. That's why we name things nicely. We're going to say looks, switch to Wanda dead. We start the game, and I'm like, no Wanda, no. That is what we're going to get. So, problem is Wanda just sits there, does nothing. So what we want to do is we want to say, okay, we can use this little repeat code we haven't used before. Repeat something 10 times. And our something under the looks is going to be change, not color effect, but change ghost effect, which is basically how see-through, transparency. And 10 times 10 equals 100, which is aka 100%. Change ghost effect by 10. That. So I could put a very slight weight in there if I want, or I could just say repeat 20 and then change this by 5 and just drag this process out a little bit more. There you go. Okay, so in terms of that, when I press this, oh, it's all back, okay, doesn't do the issue. But I want Wanda to start way out the edge here. So if you grab the bit that sticks out the most, so your little pinky finger, we drag it out and put it to the edge as close as we can. If I put it too far out, it just jumps back. So for example, if I grab you by the shoulder and my mouse is out of the screen, see how it jumps all the way back? But if I grab the little bit that sticks out the furthest, there, it'll drop there. Okay, so that's as far as I'm going to get it. And so in order to do this, I can go motions, and this XY position, which is currently what's written in here, I can say go to here. Then I can say forever, oops, motions, forever move 10 steps too fast because she's old. Right, 1. So then I can be like, no, Wanda, no, that. And when I press start, oh, see start again, she does it. So I've got to press start each time, which is not ideal. So that's going to work okay-ish. What if I do this? Take all this out. I take all yeah, I'll say that there. That should be fine. So I'm just going to put in a hide. I'm going to forever. Now this is where we're going to use our cloning again. Create a clone of myself. When I start as a clone, Here's a little trick. We're going to do, no, we're not. We're going to do this. Wait 1 second. 1 second's boring. It's predictable. We're going to use a random between 0.2 of a second and 0.7 of a second, because that's how patient I am. Then I can say looks show. Then it's going to move. Then we're going to have to put the forever back on. Forever, move 3 steps. If touching wander, we just want to do the ghost effect. Once the ghost effect's done, we want to delete because we don't want too many clones. There. So now I get an army of wander and I go that, and I kill her all because my time is way too fast. So 0.5 and maybe say 1 second. That's my issue. I should be saying here, forever wait, then make a clone. Doofus. What a doofus. There you go. Obviously the bullet doesn't delete once I hit the one wander. It plows right through them, which is quite fun. So if we want to adjust that, we can. We can say okay, repeat until touching edge or wander. Let's just move this down here out of the way. So we're going to put an or. Because we don't want edge and, we want or. Touching edge or wander. Sensing. And this is where I'm going to do a little bit of magic here. I'm just going to go wait a fraction of a second. There's a reason for this, and it's a very scratch specific reason. 0.01 of a second. Now that seems like no time at all, but to Scratch, it's quite a long time. So I'm going to say if sensing touching wander, no, that's all wrong. That's all wrong. If touching wander, get rid of this all. My bad. My bad. If touching wander, wait 1 second. I'm going to put that in there, and then that there. So what we're saying is while we're moving, we're going to check if we touch wander. If we do, wait a fraction of a second, delete this clone. The reason why we do that, here's the tricky reason, is because if I delete the bullet faster than wander realizes she's been shot and hit by the bullet, she won't hide herself. What's going on? Why is that bullet not disappeared? Okay, so we need to hide the bullet to start off with. Doofus. Right, so I need to say, Luke, here we go. Hide said bullet. Right, there it is. Now should we go there? But now it's one. You see, sometimes it doesn't quite work in the right order. See that one there? Didn't work. So the reason being, stop wander. Right. Should just be a little bit longer there. Shouldn't run into that issue again. But yeah, the issue is that obviously all the wanders keep going. And I can't really gain it back very well. Now, we're going to lastly add a wander death count. Now, if you want this, great. If not, you can leave it out. And then you can go back to plowing through them all. Right. So, in terms of this here, what we want to do is we want to have a wander kill count. So under variables, I'm going to make a variable called kills. And I can move that to over here if I wish. And I'll go under wander, set kills to 0 at the start of the game, so no point starting with a high score. And then I can say every time we delete, just before we delete this clone, I'm going to say change kills by 1. Now, the issue is this counts up after they hide, which is a bit of a delay, which is not ideal. So if I shift this to as soon as I shoot wander, it will seem a little bit better. A lot more instant. Now, with variables, you can do a little bits and pieces. The last thing we're going to add in is just a little tidbit. But we're going to say here is move 3 steps plus the kills. Then what you find is wander slowly gets faster. Or not so slowly. The only problem is wander is very predictable. There, and I'm invincible. So that's something we'll tidy up next time.